Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Most Metal Thursday Night Live. I'm your host, Robb Zipp, and today I've got a special treat. I'm coming to you from Älmhult, Sweden, home of the IKEA Museum, and this awesome power metal band named Krilloan that are coming out with their new album, Emperor Rising, later tonight. Actually, 1 hour after this interview is over, you'll be able to get that wherever fine music is found. But let's go ahead and bring in my guest. This is Class. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Rob. Hello.
Oh,
Good evening.
let's change it. There we go. Like I said, you're the important one. I'd make myself a little smaller. So I found out typically bands that I interview, like sometimes I'll get press releases from I'm on a few email lists, and I'll find out bands that way. But this time, I actually saw the Banger TV talked about the records that were coming out this month, and typically bands don't put out albums in December, but you guys decided to, and your record label decided to put out your record in December, and they capped off their top five albums of the month with your album that's coming out tomorrow, or where you're at, it's just going to be in 2 hours from now, Emperor Rising, and they loved it. They're actually famous for really not liking power metal on that channel, but they gave you some high praise.
Yeah, they did. And that was really fantastic. And I mean, talking about December, we didn't really think about December at all. We've been promising this record for like almost the whole year this year. So we said we are going to release the album this year. So when we got this the 9th of December, we said, okay, let's do it.
You didn't think about it. My cats are trying to break into the room. So we may see a cat or two. I have two cats, but so you didn't even think about it, but that's cool though. I think it's good because you're not getting stuck, maybe lost in the crowd, in the summer releases with some of the other bands. So there aren't many other bands that you have to compete with this week that are releasing new music.
That's the upside of this, of course, when we thought about it. But as we see it, I mean, December, January, May, it doesn't really matter. I mean, good music will always come through somehow. Right. And these lists and stuff like that, it's very fun. And we have been on a couple of those. So it's super. Absolutely, it's great. But I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter as far as I can see.
Yes, yeah, you're right. I don't remember when, some of my favorite albums came out, So you're right, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Like good music is good music.
Idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and it's a good Christmas present, at least. Yeah. I mean, everyone loves Christmas, so what the fuck? I mean, December.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is perfect. Like if you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, go out and get the new Emperor Rising album.
Exactly. What more can you wish for?
It's going to be released now. Let's go ahead and show the Bandcamp here for your record label. So here it is from Scarlet Records, Emperor Rising. People could have pre-ordered it, €9.99 or more, and then the CD Digipack, €14 or more. Because you could always put in your own price. So Krilloan. Now you guys have been around for what, about 2 years now, right? You were kind of like look at this. Look at this freaking cover, man. Look at that. Can we talk about that for a minute? Hold on a sec. Who did the art for your cover? I see the signature AV in the corner there.
Yeah, the artist is a very talented guy called Alvaro Valverde. And he actually did one of the first covers we did for the EP we released last year. He did the cover for the single Fireborn. who is also included in the album here. So I found out about him last year. So he did this cover, and he did the Fireborn cover that I mentioned, and he also did the single cover for Prince of Calador, who is the second single from this album. A very talented guy.
Where's he from?
Spain.
From Spain. So so you were talking about one of your band members couldn't make it. He's down in Argentina. So you guys are from all over the place, right?
Yeah, we are all over the place, and it's very easy to have rehearsals. So that was the big plan for this band, to have people all over the world.
Okay.
To make it totally impossible to have rehearsals, actually.
Yeah.
So Marco, who is you are talking about, he's in Argentina. That's correct. And then we have Alex in Portugal, the vocalist, and then we have Steve and Christoph in Germany, guitars and drums as well.
That's amazing. I mean, I know, during 2020, there was the COVID pandemic and people weren't getting out, and you wouldn't have been able to rehearse anyway. So, I mean, do you guys like record a track and then just put it on like a drive, and then the next person adds their part? How does that work?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, usually it starts with, I record the tracks here, and I put down some like basic drums, programming drums and bass, and put in some horrible vocals, and then I will just send it to the other guys, and then they will just build from there, and then we combine it all together in the end. So it's quite a smooth process, actually, and we learned that the last year. So for the album, that was quite smooth, actually.
That's fantastic. So have you guys been able to all get together at any point, though? Like in person? Never. I noticed in the picture, in the your promo picture, it kind of looked like everyone was kind of pieced in to the picture there.
Ah, damn.
I almost took a picture of myself and put it in there too, but I didn't do it. I took it off. But
you should have. That was actually the biggest concern we have with the label. Before we signed it, they said you need to have a promo picture of the whole band. But how the hell do we do this? So we managed somehow. You saw it, but not everyone will see it, of course.
Well, it's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail for this video. So
it is.
It'll be on there.
It works.
It works. Yeah.
And of course, I should mention Steve, the other guitarist in Germany. We have been friends for like 20 years. So we have met in person several times. Last time this summer down at Sweden Rock Festival. So, but the other guys I have never seen in person.
Wow. So how did you meet up with these guys? How did you form this band?
Yeah, one thing led to another, basically. At this moment, I don't really remember. Someone knew some guy, and internet.
Yeah, the internet can be great.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
For finding stuff. Now, did Blaine say that one of your tracks is 36 minutes long? Or is the whole album 36 minutes?
The whole album should be 36 minutes.
Okay, the whole album.
I could never write a song that long.
Okay, all right. So okay, that's what he was going on about. I couldn't understand. He was going on for something about was 36 minutes. But so the entire album, I've had some power metal bands on here where they have, 13, 14-minute long songs. Iron Maiden, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, it's a whole B-side of an album.
Yeah. We have the plan, like we would like to do, Slayer, Raining Blood, it's like, I don't remember exactly. I think it's like 36, 37 minutes or something like that. That's the perfect album.
Yeah, but
you don't get bored.
But they're a thrash band too, so,
Yeah. But we play fast. They play fast. And I don't compare us to Slayer, but I like the length of the album. I always like that. It shouldn't be too long, and you shouldn't put in songs just to make it longer. So we decided to keep it quite short, like in the old days.
Okay. Well, no, that's a conscious effort you've made, and I appreciate that. And Blaine appreciated it too. I can appreciate it both. Like I like all of the subgenres of metal. I'm not an elitist to one, subgenre over another. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll have moods. I like to drive, listen to. I don't drink or smoke dope or anything like that. So I'm pretty straight edge. But I love doom metal. I'll listen to that when I'm driving. but I love listening to power metal like in the morning when I'm taking a shower and everything. You know, it's different times. I like different kinds of metal. You know.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, here in Sweden, in the winter times, like it is right now, we have like it's very cold, and the first snow has come here. I always tend to listen to black metal.
Yeah,
I never
for
do
sure.
that, but in the winter, I
Right.
always like listen
Yeah.
to the Norwegian black metal bands. So
Right.
yeah, I'm
It
all over
makes
the place as
sense.
well. Yeah,
Yeah. There's an atmosphere there.
yeah. Somehow it is
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
So so what what were your influences for this band? I know you're a big Kiss fan.
You know? How do you know that?
Well, I think I saw on your a couple of reasons, and when you're one of your videos, you had a Kiss banner back there, and then
Okay.
when I told you I was from Houston, you were like, "Oh, okay, you're from Houston. Now I need to watch Kiss in Houston, 1977."
Yeah, I know. I wrote that to you. I'm just kidding you. Yeah, that's perfectly correct. I mean, I grew up in the 80s. I'm like 43 years now, so I grew up in the 80s, and
Yeah.
my brother played Kiss for me. So Kiss is like the holy grail for me, and has always been, and probably will always be, as well as Iron Maiden. But when we're talking about Krilloan, I mean, the German metal bands is probably the biggest influence. And with that said, Blind Guardian and Halloween is probably the best bands in my opinion.
Okay.
And then of course we have Swedish Hammerfall, and we have a lot of other bands. But Blind Guardian is absolutely one of my favorite bands, and a big inspiration for Krilloan. Absolutely.
It's funny. The band I had on, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. The last band I had on, Ruin Throne from Italy, huge Blind Guardian influence. Like even the vocals were like that.
Yeah, the Tolkien guys.
The Tolkien guys, yeah.
Yeah. Their lyrics is about a lot of Tolkien lyrics and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love.
Great band.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got Treebeard tattooed on my arm here. I don't know if you can see that.
I can see something. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let's get a
Yeah.
little bit.
You're a big Tolkien fan as well, I
Oh
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. I went to New Zealand in 2018, and I saw all of the sets and stuff that you can see down there from the movies.
Awesome.
So I haven't been to the United Kingdom yet, but hopefully one day.
Yeah.
I've not been to
like
Sweden. I've not been to Sweden either. I've been to the only places in Europe. I've been to Iceland, and I've been to Germany a couple of times.
You have. All right. But then you
Mhm.
were quite close, actually. So you should go next time.
Yeah. You never know. Where my journeys will take me.
Exactly.
So you said you're 43. I'm actually 2 years older than you. Can you believe that?
You are.
Yeah, I'm 45 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess you were younger than me.
Nope, I'm older than you. So yeah, I know all these bands. I grew up with all these bands too.
Yeah.
I actually, when I was a teenager, there was all this alternative stuff in the 90s and everything, alternative rock and metal. Like, I listened to all that, but then I started getting into. I think I listened to Megadeth, and then I progressively got into heavier stuff. I was like listening to Deicide and Gore Guts and shit like that. And then I realized, there's better. Oh, I'm sorry, someone's trying to call me. I should put this on do not disturb. People are trying to call me while I'm doing a live stream. I have a Mac. I have a Mac, so my phone is connected to my computer. So
Right.
I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that was
No.
okay. I heard that. Anyway, oh, my mom.
You should answer your mom.
My mom is like, "Is that a House of the Dragon background?" No.
Almost.
No, it's no. So tell me, what's the story behind the barbarian with the sword and the dragon with the lightning and everything?
I mean, the background for this, when we started talking about this and my vision for it, when we started to talk to Alvaro before he started designing the cover art. Was, I don't know if you have seen it. I guess you have Michael Moorcock, Stormbringer.
I think so. Yeah,
No.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and Elric with the sword. You should put up on the screen if you can find it.
Yeah. Well, I've got your album. I've got your album there.
Yeah. So that was the basics, and I mean, we wanted just to have a classic power metal album without the fuss, and just get back to like the basics for somehow, at least in our opinion. And I think we really capture it, and Alvaro did a fantastic job to capture this, as I see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy cover, you know. It's almost like He-Man in a way.
Yeah, almost. And we all love He-Man.
Sure. I mean, who does it? You know, we grew up in the '80s. You got to love He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So it's
Exactly,
it's kind of similar, you know. He's got the shadow, and I mean I'm not the shadow, the shield, but there were not really dragons. There were some dragons in Masters of the Universe, but not really like part of the lore so much. Yeah,
but almost the same thing. So I mean, this is like power and might and the power of metal somehow. I always like the covers, the cover art for all metal albums. Actually,
yeah,
way back since I was a kid. I mean, I was staring at these Iron Maiden covers.
Sabine Gunn says great cover artwork.
Yeah, thanks, Sabine. Awesome.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid going to thrift stores and looking at records, and I made a mistake of buying Molly Hatchet records because I thought the album covers were badass. You know,
we have all done that.
Yeah, we've all done that. We've all bought Molly Hatchet records for the covers and get home and like, what is this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're talented. I mean, there are people that like Molly Hatchet, but I mean, you know, as a kid, and you see some epic covers, and then you're not getting epic music. So with this, you got the epic covers, and you have the epic music to go with it.
Yeah, I think we managed to combine it in a good way. I think so. We are very pleased with it in the combination. I think the cover art. It's a very good formulation of the music, I think.
Well, let's listen to some of your music. Let's take a look at your channel first, and then we'll take a look at the channel for your record label. So here we are. Here's your Krilloan official channel. You have 333 subscribers. You're 1/3 of the way to the number of the beast there.
Mm.
So you're on your way, but so you've got short playthroughs. You've got your video here for, this is from last year. Stories from the Times Forgotten.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's show this here. It's muted. Let's unmute it. Horses. Like some knights in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me turn it down a little bit more so we can
be more fantasy than that. Swords.
Where's that castle?
I have no idea. I think it's Scotland.
So I wonder how does a video like this get made when the band doesn't even get together?
This is like a studio production.
Okay, so you send them the song. So you send them the song, and then they just make the video.
Yeah, we have an idea. Okay.
So you have no idea who this lady sleeping in the forest is?
Yeah, no, I don't know her. Unfortunately.
That looks like a magical tree.
Yeah. It turned out quite good, I think. It's they really captured what we were after at the time. And I think this is one of the most epic songs we did.
Yeah, for sure.
For the EP.
And I know this is one of your older things, but this is one of the newer things that you have on your channel. Yeah. So we'll go to the Scarlet Records channel here in a second, but
We did this like a Christmas special last year, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
okay, let's do this, and then the year, yeah, and then we go for the album.
Where you said this was shot in Scotland? You said?
I have no idea, but I
Oh, you
guess
don't even know.
no, because of how it looks. I think it's like in Scotland or England or something.
Well, they did a good job. Whoever did this,
Yeah, absolutely.
and then the music is perfect for what they shot here.
It suits the story of the song.
How many How many vocalists do you have in the band?
In this song, we actually have two, but
Okay.
usually we have one. It's Alex who does the lead vocals. But on this one, we have a guy from Italy called Leonardo who is doing the background vocals. So I think we have, if I remember correctly, we have like 30 tracks or something like that on the background course on this song.
Okay.
And that's way too much. That was crazy to mix.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Bad idea.
So you're like, no more. Never
Never.
again. That's
I remember
fantastic.
Alex was horrified the day after he recorded this. He just told me, "Claus, I won't do this anymore. here is 30 tracks. Do what you want to do there with it." So,
Okay.
but it turned out good. He did good. He did good.
So yeah, does he just lay down vocals and then you guys write music around it, or what comes first? Or does it kind of depend on the song?
I usually lay down everything
Okay.
before we.
Oh right,
put down the
you
vocals.
mentioned that. Yeah, you do like a
Yeah.
raw version and then
Exactly.
Okay.
So I put in the melodies with my horrible vocals, and then I will send it to him, and then he will make magic of it,
gotcha. Yeah.
like you can hear.
Okay. That's a real interesting way to do things, but I think it's becoming more and more common.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like the opposite around, because when I started out playing music like 25 years ago, we did it the other way for some
Yeah.
reason. But I cannot really write songs that way, so I need to put the music first, because for me that's the most important thing, and then you can write the vocals around the music, because then everything will be right. 1 + 1 is 3, in my opinion. But other people may do it the other way. So at the end, it's the same.
All right. Pulling back the hood. Oh my God, it's her.
Yeah, she's back. Who is she? I had no idea.
All right. Let's look at your record label. Now, let me ask you, how did you get hooked up with Scarlet Records?
Actually, the EP we released last year, we released through Stormspell Records in USA. It's a small independent label. Love those guys, fantastic. But for this album, we thought that we should at least give it a try. This has always been about, we want to do music, we want to release it in any way we can. If we can get the label behind us, that would be okay. So we decided to send some demos to all the big labels in Europe, I think, in USA, some of those. And then Scarlet answered, and they thought that the demos sounded good. So we started having discussions with them, and on we went. And we signed with them, I don't remember exactly when, but sometime this summer.
How
to
many?
release this, and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To release this, and how many others?
two more albums after this. So Emperor Rising is the first one in a series of 3, you can say. Yeah.
So a trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
Like
man.
the Lord of the Rings.
Like the Lord of the Rings. Exactly. Exactly. The Hobbit, however, was not meant to be a trilogy.
No, but that's the best one.
The book or the movies?
The book,
The book,
if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm more a book guy.
Fun. Now here's the Scarlet Records YouTube page. They have
Yeah.
174,000 subscribers. I just subscribed today. Now here are their official videos. Oh, and here you are right here. Here's your lyric
we are.
video.
Yeah.
So you just have a couple lyric videos with them so far.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's let's play this one. So this is your new album, your new song, Emperor Rock.
Jack Reynolds, so who actually does the screaming in the beginning and
Okay.
at the end. So we managed to put him there. He has a very, very good vocal capabilities when it comes to screaming for some reason. So we choose to use him.
I have a friend. I have a friend. I did backing vocals on a friend's. It's a band. They're a female fronted band, but she couldn't get the real deep growls. So I did some backing vocals on one of their tracks.
Cool.
But yeah, it's kind of a secret kind of thing. Like it's not really. I'm not really I don't think I'm credited. Like I know I did it. She knows I did it. The producer knows I did it. But
you should get credited.
I should get credit. Man, come on.
I think so. It's your claim to fame, man.
Somebody needs to put me on some backing vocals on some albums. I don't want to. I don't necessarily have time to be in a band right now, but if I can slap some backing vocals on a bunch of different albums, I could be like one of those kind of artists. You know?
Yeah. I will call you next year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can
album
do
number 2.
I can do the the high pitch. I can do the low. You know.
Yeah. Then we're on, man.
That was epic, man. That truly was epic.
Good.
And
glad you liked it. Yeah. It's a very good song. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan, and I appreciate you coming on and talking about it. So what's next? So the album comes out for you like in an hour and a half. What's going to happen when the album is released?
Who knows? We will just brace ourselves. No, I have no idea. I mean, we have been this week has been all about talking to people. We have always been. I mean, since we started this, we wanted to do this old school. So we have been talking to people from all over the world, connecting and reaching out, writing, talking, telephone calls, interviews, stuff like that. So we want to get into this from the bottom, to have people with us who actually likes the music and not going just like big marketing stuff and hope for the best.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, metal has always been about that. It's people for people. I mean, you're a metal fan. I'm a metal fan. You are doing interviews. You have a YouTube channel. I play music. We are all the same, but we're in this together. The metal community. So we're putting in a lot of time to talk to people and just in reaching out. And hey, we have got a new record, and people have been writing us back. This sounds awesome, and then on and forth and so much. So tomorrow will be probably a lot about that. I think. Answering people's comments if they send us stuff and stuff like that, and then we will just hope that this will fly. And we have had a lot of fantastic reviews. I mean, my phone is pinging all the time at the moment, so I think I have like 5 or 6 reviews since we started. Awesome. Just have a quick look, and I mean, top notch everywhere. So we can't really understand why or what we have done with this record. I don't really know, because I'm sitting here in my little cellar studio in Sweden creating this music. And when we started this, I mean, I was playing this music for myself. This was fun, just for fun, like a hobby. And then it evolved from there. So that's like our baseline. We want to play music we like, and if someone else likes it, that's super. And for some reason, looks like people actually like this, so it will be very, very fun to see tomorrow what reactions we will have on this. I mean, a lot of people has already heard the album, and especially the singles, and the reviews has been super, so we will see about that. And after that, we will take a week off in the Bahamas drinking cocktails or stuff like that. I wish. And then we will start writing the new one.
Yeah, you're already planning on the new one, huh?
Yeah. I think we are like halfway through. So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. You're keeping on working on. So I'm guessing this is just going to be a studio band. You guys aren't going to play any shows or go on any tours or anything anytime soon.
No, unfortunately, at the moment, as it looks like, at the moment, we won't be able to do it since we are living in like all over the world.
Yeah.
So it's not in the no, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. You know.
But it would be very, very fun to do that.
You know, I mean, Dark Throne doesn't tour, and they're pretty successful.
Yeah, they are very successful. Have they ever toured?
No, I don't think they've ever even played live, have they?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they're sitting in like a cabin in the Norwegian mountains somewhere, and have been doing that for like 35 years. And I mean, they're very successful. So we might do the same. We'll see.
Yeah, I think this is just a new age of, you know, the internet. People are connected all over the world. So, you know, like here I am in Texas, and you're in Sweden, and we're able to have this conversation, you know, in real time. So this is it's a interesting time to be alive.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I mean, the most interesting with that is like you are sitting in Texas in front of the IKEA museum.
I know. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You said it's like 300 meters from where you're at right now. That's
it's that way.
I couldn't have pinpoint a more close location to you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But
no, I agree with you.
I saw the IKEA museum, and I saw the train station. And I saw
the train station.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The train station looks nice, but the IKEA museum, that's
it's good that you think it looks nice. The train station.
Yeah. Well, the outside, it looked okay.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. Is it run down or something? Is it cracked out? Are people smoking?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
They have a very good pizzeria, actually.
Oh. Well, you see my hat? Can you see that? I Heart Pizza.
Ah, right. Okay, so if you ever come here, we should go to the pizzeria in the station here in Älmhult. I will guarantee you, it's the best pizza in town.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna come all that way for pizza, but I'll keep that. I'll keep that in mind.
Do so.
I've been to New York. I've not been to Italy yet. I haven't been to Naples. That's where I want to go. Is Naples for pizza. Napoli,
awesome.
Napoli. And I don't know why in English, and it's called Napoli, but in English they call it Naples. I don't know why. Why do we have to change names of places in English?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
No,
it doesn't make
crazy.
sense.
I know.
Just like Germany. Like, why do we call it Germany? It's Deutschland.
Yeah.
It's Deutschland. Well, in Sweden, what do you call Germany? Do you call it Deutschland?
Yeah, we say Germany, yeah.
Oh, you do say Germany.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you call the United States? You call it the United States?
We would probably, if we talk Swedish, we say USA.
USA?
I think. But if I'm talking English, I would say United States, yeah.
Okay. It's the same. USA.
Yeah.
USA, United States.
America. Yeah, it is.
So, and in Spanish, they call it Estados Unidos de America. So they go instead of USA, they go
Yeah. It's hard to pronounce.
Yeah, a little bit. Bit. I'm pretty close to Mexico down here in Texas. So.
Yeah, in Texas, yeah, of course, you're down south.
Down south. Yep. Well, you have a lot more interviews coming up. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, we have a few actually. So the interest has been quite high, and Marco, the bassist in Argentina, had a couple of interviews yesterday. It's very good because he can talk Spanish, so he will take care of the Spanish things and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a few things going on.
There's a new thing YouTube is doing where I can get this video subbed into other languages.
You can.
So I think so. That was something new that YouTube is trying. So I might try to see if I can sub it because they already do automatic subtitles in English. And so if they translate those subtitles into a subbed language, like I think I can do it into all these different languages. So if I'll try to add like a sub of Spanish, you can send it to Marco and then see how it does. over there.
how correct it is. I mean,
Yeah.
that can be totally crazy. I mean,
It could
Google
be off.
Translate can be totally off.
It can be totally off, yeah. Or
Yeah.
like artificial intelligence. Have you seen some of the artificial intelligent pictures? You know, like the finger, like they'll add crazy, like if it's too handshaking, they'll have like extra fingers, or like it's all weird. It's all weird.
Yeah, a friend actually sent me a link just last week about that. I mean, you
Yeah.
can type in like keywords and it will draw you a picture.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you mean, but that's
Now-
just totally crazy.
Now, do you think in the future there'll be artificial intelligence power metal?
Never.
Because there's no
They can
soul.
never play that fast.
Yeah, I don't know. They could try. I don't know. They could
Yeah.
play that fast.
They can probably play very fast. I think so, absolutely. But I don't think you can ever replace real music with artificial intelligence. I don't hope so.
Because there's no creativity there, right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's there's Beelzebubs. You heard of them?
No.
They're a cartoon like black metal band.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They're cartoons, but they're a black metal band. But it's actually, it's people playing the music. It's same thing with like Gorillas. It's the cartoons, but it's still people. When Death Clock went on tour, they played the video, but Brendan Smalls and the band were down below actually playing the music. So I think that's as close.
Death Clock I've seen. Yeah.
You've seen them in person?
Nah, not in person, but the show.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was some time ago, if I remember correctly.
Sabine says they're working on it.
They are working on it. Good. Great, Sabine. You got us covered.
Now I'm getting some spam on Twitch. I'm not going to even put this on here. There's no way I can turn this off. So if somebody leaves a rude comment on YouTube, I can block them. But I'm on Twitch and LinkedIn and YouTube all at the same time because I'm using StreamYard.
You're everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not on TikTok. What else? I don't know.
No.
But you're looking kind of
keep track.
Yeah, I wish, but so I'm getting spam on Twitch here.
Right.
So I want to block this guy, but I can't. Hey, I'm going to show it real quick. Look at that. Garbage.
Tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those guys everywhere.
Fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what we do in Sweden.
You say fuck off?
Not fuck off, maybe, but in Swedish.
How do you say fuck off, mate in Swedish?
Dra åt helvete.
Oh! We got a badass over here.
Yeah, that's tougher. I'm just kidding with you. But there's a lot of spam going on everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a bunch of those on the Instagrams and Facebooks all days. I mean, I don't know what these guys are after.
Money.
Yeah, of course.
They want you to go. They want you to go and give them money. They're trying to scam you out of money one way or another. But you will not get my money. You'll not get my one hard American penny from this guy.
That's good.
So, well, I hope I can tell you're starting to get kind of tired. I know it's getting late out there and in the Scandinavian north there. But your album...
It's dark, but it's been dark for like 8 hours now, so we are used to it. So I need to be up for a couple of hours more to see that everything works. So
all right,
no problem.
All right, well, let me see. What else can we show here? I'm going to show your the Metal Archives page. This is where I found you here.
Right.
So that's why I knew you were formed in 2020, during pandemic time. Your lyrical themes are fantasy, your power / heavy metal band. And here it says you're unsigned / independent. So
Yeah, they haven't updated that.
yeah, how does that get updated?
I don't really know actually. I think from the beginning, I think we did the profile ourselves.
Yeah.
But if I remember Metal Archives correctly, we cannot update that because someone else needs to do that.
Oh,
I'm not sure about this, but
well,
I think we tried it somewhere. I mean, the picture should be updated and stuff like that, but we couldn't do it.
But you know what doesn't make sense about that? You click on Emperor Rising, and it says Scarlet Records.
Ah, perfect.
So it does say Scarlet Records, and it says format is CD. So it's just going to be on CD, and I guess digital.
Yeah, CD and digital. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because I use Apple Music, so I'll be able to listen to it on Apple Music.
Yeah, absolutely.
No vinyl or yeah. Here's the time. Here they actually have the time lists of all the songs here, and then the total time at the bottom, 36:46.
Ah, great.
So yeah, so far I've only heard the title track. You know.
You've only heard the title track. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I don't.
We have.
I'm not on that. I'm not on that promo list where I get CDs sent to me or whatever. You know.
Ah, right. Because we have the first two songs are released as singles as well. Prince of Krilloan and Sons of the Lion.
Now, okay, so you're. Let me go back over here. Now,
Songs should be at Scarlet.
On Scarlet. All right, let's go back to. Okay, that's the Scarlet Records. All right, let's go back here. Sorry, I have to keep going back and forth.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go. So here's the Scarlet Records page here. So the official videos. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I know any of these bands.
I think the biggest band on Scarlet is like Frozen Crown.
Okay. I'm going down the list here.
Yeah, it should be here somewhere.
Yeah, here's Frozen Crown.
Yeah.
How did they? What order do they have this? This is 1 year ago, so it looks like they're. Here, let me scroll back.
If you go back to the front page, I saw it there. Like a second row with the cover.
Yeah,
the fires in the middle.
Oh, Sons of the Lion. So it's another lyric.
So that's the first video, the first lyric video, with the first single for the album.
All right, well let's. Yeah, Steve. There you go.
Hey, Steve.
I'm glad you made it. Sorry you couldn't make it onto the actual interview there, but hey, I'm glad you're here. And we're giving your solo some props, some tasty licks you got playing there, man.
Yeah, he's an awesome guitar player. It was the first one I reached out to when I started this, because the original plan was that I was going to play everything myself and sing myself. That would have been totally horrible for the world. So I reached out to Steve and asked him can you play a solo for this song? And the first song on the EP we did in last year, Yggdrasil. That was our first single. And Steve came in, did the solo, and we had done the solo. I was just like, okay, we have to do something more with this project because I have Steve Brockman in my band.
Nice. Now, yes. where in Deutschland is Steve? Do you know?
He's in the north of Germany, so quite close to the Danish border, actually.
Okay, well, moin.
And he will kill me now because I don't remember. I never remember his address.
Well, I mean, he's close. He's close to Wacken Open Air, biggest metal festival in the world. The original. I went in 2019.
I've never been there.
I went in 2019. I was supposed to go this year, but I couldn't afford the plane ticket.
Right, yeah.
So I had to sell my tickets. So that was sad.
That's very sad. Yeah. I've never been to Wacken. That's too bad. I want to go there someday.
You gotta go.
It's quite close from here.
He says, "Can't post comments to some destination. Learn more." Okay, I'm not on Facebook. Okay. I'm not on Twitter. Streamyard on air, YouTube, Twitch. LinkedIn, no. LinkedIn doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so that's awesome. You know, you've got a worldwide band. What do you play? Like, what kind of guitar do you play?
What type of guitars?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment, ESPs.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I've do you know what
been a
Steve
Gibson
plays?
guy. Steve plays a lot of things. I think he actually did a custom guitar of his own a couple of years ago. So I know I'm more like a brand guy, or at least I used to be. So always been playing Gibson guitars for some reason, at least back in the day when we were playing more in the rock bands and stuff like that. But these days it's just ESPs, Ibanez, of course, but mostly ISPs.
All right, man. Well, you know, I've taken almost an hour of your time here, and I really appreciate you coming on. And you know, you're getting a lot of good press for your album. You know, what I've heard so far is it's epic. You know, it's totally epic. Here, let's do this. Change up this. Get up a little closer. Oh, what did he say? Okay, so that's what. That's what
There we
Steve
are.
plays.
Dean Cadillac. Yes, I know Steve. I know. Sorry.
Very, very cool. Well, hopefully I'll make it back to Wacken and you can come down there and I can meet up with Steve. Maybe you guys can play it one day. I don't know, but you're probably not going to play out.
You never know.
Far.
You never know what will happen. I mean,
if they came to you, if they called you up and say, "Hey, Klaus, we want you to play Wacken, make it happen," I think you guys would get it together. I think you guys would get it together and go.
If they also play Wacken, we will play Wacken. I promise you that.
Yeah,
we will do that. Steve.
Well, it's in Steve's backyard. He could probably walk there. He could probably ride a cow to get there.
I think he has a bit to go, but probably closer than I am. No, that would be awesome. And I mean, we started this 2.5 years ago, and we never thought. I mean, the first original plan was to release a single, and that was it. And then we released another one, and that turned into an EP. And then now here we are. We have a label in Italy for some reason to get another country into the mix. And now we have an album coming out in like 1 hour. And that wasn't supposed to happen at all 2 years ago. So you never know.
You never know.
And that's the magic of music and a lot of other stuff, but especially in music, I think that's fantastic. I mean, one thing leads to another, and then suddenly we are here. I'm talking to you in Texas, where I would like to go. I will need just to mention that. That will be awesome. So I mean,
you're always
that's
welcome.
Fantastic. Yeah, thank you very much, man. That would be awesome. So I mean, it's a fantastic world, and it's full of fantastic people.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when metal is involved.
Yeah, it is.
You know, so.
It is. It really is.
Awesome, man. Well, Emperor Rising comes out, like you said, in an hour. I don't know. Yes. I don't know how that works for me. Like if in an hour from now I'll be able to listen to it, or I have to wait until midnight here. It's almost 4 p.m. here, so if I have to wait another 8 hours or not. But I guess I'll find out.
No idea.
I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see a couple of movies tonight, and then maybe when I'm out of the movies, I'll open up my. Here, let me look. I'm gonna look right now on my phone.
It might have been released in Texas.
Let me see.
Before everywhere else.
Yeah, right. All right, so I found you right here.
There we are. Yeah.
And here is your album. It says coming December 9th. So right now I can listen to Prince of Salador,
yeah.
Salador, Sons of the Lion, and Emperor Rising.
Yeah.
And the other tracks I have to wait.
Yeah.
I have to wait until another 8 hours before I can listen to them all.
Yeah.
What a bummer. I want to listen to them now, but it's lossless. That's good. That's one. I don't know if you can see that on there. So it's going to be. It's going to sound super awesome, super great quality.
Great.
You could tell I was listening to Nightmare Before Christmas.
I see that. Yeah. I was listening to Twister Sister just before I got on here, so.
Oh yeah, all right.
I shouldn't say anything.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man, and best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us, and thank you very much for the interest, man. It was very nice.
Yeah, I've subscribed to your channel. I've subscribed to the Scarlet Records channel, so I'll be keeping an eye out on your future videos and everything else. I'm not on any other, like I said, I'm not on any other social media except for I'm on LinkedIn because of job stuff.
Yeah. You know where to find us on the email.
Yeah, and the email exactly.
If you need something
as well,
just hook us up.
But all right, man. Well, I'll let you go to sleep or count down the time. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. And that's one of my LinkedIn buddies here.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's not really his picture or his name.
That would have been strange.
Interesting. I hope his daughter's feeling better. He lives in Toronto, and he said he was at home taking care of a sick kid last time. So hopefully his kid's doing much better. But awesome. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Stick around. Don't take off quite yet. I'm gonna say goodbye to the audience, and then I'll give you a proper farewell.
Fantastic, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
All right. Emperor Rising from Krilloan coming out tomorrow, December 9th, 2022. If you're in Europe, that's like an hour from now. I got to wait 8 hours here in Texas. In Toronto, I guess you got to wait 7 hours since you're in that East Coast time. But great band. The songs I've heard so far have been killer. Epic. This is the most epic adventures. And they bring it with the epic music, man. I can't wait to hear the whole album when it comes out. And hopefully get one of those shirts when they put out some t-shirts with that album cover and the lyrics on the back. That is, I can't say it enough. It's epic. It's just truly epic. So we need that in our lives. Look at their Bandcamp. Keep an eye on their Bandcamp, and you'll see when that stuff happens. I'm actually going to go to their Bandcamp. I had their Bandcamp here. I'm going to follow them on Bandcamp right now. So I want to be on their email. So I'll know whenever they post new stuff. I'll get that email. So you should do the same thing. All right. That's it for this episode, everybody. Thank you for joining me and Klaus from Krilloan. It's not the most metal Monday night. Today it happens to be a Thursday. I don't know what happened over there. But today happens to be a Thursday. So, I'm going to have these bands on whenever I can, whenever I'm available, whenever the bands are available. It's kind of a crazy schedule, but hit that notification bell and you'll know every time I go live or post a new video. It's the holidays, I fly for a living. So I just posted a video from Philadelphia. I was there on Monday. Check that out. I'm going to a parade on Saturday. The Tomball German Festival is happening starting tomorrow. I'm trying to go to some other cities. Hopefully I can bring you some footage from those other towns. So don't miss any of that footage. So until then, remember to drink water, listen to metal, enjoy nature, and have the most epic adventures.